whatever you want.
Coming live, direct from California.
as the man instructed. Sit back and enjoy the show. I'm Dr. Greenthumb. You're watching the Dr. Greenthumb podcast right here on YouTube, Twitch, Be Real TV, and Facebook, and others. Today we got a very special guest, a good friend of mine, a legend, Soliel Moon Frye up in here.
I love you so much. And this is my dream come true. I'm so excited. I am already so contact high, you guys, that I'm going to try and make it through.
You know.
Oh, good times. Good times.
It is good to have you.
I'm so honored to be here with you guys.
We also have C-, Mr. Good Lighting over here. Yes.
What up?
We got half of Hall & Notes, Daryl Hall back there.
What's going on? What's happening?
Tell him Colton, single and ready to mingle.
Colton Kilroy. All right. And Raw Raw back there. What's up, Raw Raw?
What's up, Raw?
And we got Malparido E-Zone.
What's up, everybody? I always forget how I can't put the headphones over these hats.
Yeah.
I saw you trying.
You got to rock that low.
I like this look.
Thank
I like
you.
the side headphones.
He's got to rock the low cut.
It's like half. I can't really hear it, so I'm gonna have like one eye covered. I mean, one ear.
It's like
covered.
you're DJing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like when GF.
He's like spinning records.
Yeah, when Godfather comes to do the show and he wears one of his Godfather hats, you got to rock that low cut.
Amazing.
But I want to say it was an amazing job you did on that documentary.
Thank you so much. That means the world coming from you because we lived so much of it together.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful.
So, like I was telling you off the air, but seeing some of the footage and some of the folks that you interviewed on there, you know, because I know a few of them, because they used to come up to some of the barbecues I used to throw back in the day, and it just brought back memories. I can't even talk right now.
Well, hey, I mean,
Some lit ass barbecues, dude.
Oh yeah, I had some lit barbecues.
I gotta say, like, you guys embraced me as an artist, and it was so beautiful the way in which you welcomed me into your world and into the world around you, and I'm so thankful. I'm forever grateful and humbled by that.
When you came around and started hanging
by the way,
out.
Me with the Starburst over here, by the way. I'm going to be eating like tons of Starburst. This is delicious.
When you came around to hang out with us, it blew my fucking mind.
It did?
Yeah, I was like, no way.
And I loved it so much. It was just the most colorful, amazing time. That time in the 90s, you know, it was so vibrant and alive. And there was just an energy here, an energy in New York. It was just a melting pot of us coming together, and it was so inspiring.
I mean, I remember you were taking a video camera everywhere.
Everywhere.
Like to
Attached
everybody's
to me.
show.
It was like attached to me.
To everybody's show, and like it was just, if it was a good show, she was there with the camera.
Thank you. Well, there's so many hundreds of hours still.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, we've spoken about that. Like, there's just so much more gold. And as I was saying to you before we went on, you know, my dream was that people would live it through their own lens.
Right.
And so this wasn't just my story, that it was the story of all of us during this time. And it really felt like this real life 8th grade for so many of us. And this was our playing field, you know.
How often did you have to buy a new camera?
I had one. I destroyed it. Like, but literally, it's so funny because it was so cracked in the lens. I mean, you can see by later when I go to New York, you know, like they're like, did I crack that? Like the lens was cracked.
Yeah.
It was like falling apart. The battery thing was. I would literally, in order to try to charge the battery, you guys, I would rub it on my leg and I'd be like, I can charge this. I got enough good energy to charge this, and then I pop it back in, and it would work for a while. It's true. It was wild. And I used it really the way I think that people use, you know, it's fascinating when I see how people use phones today, because it had like this selfie function. And so I would like
Just to flip it over?
flip it over, and we could do like selfies before selfies were selfies.
Yeah. I remember having that same camera you had.
You did?
I still have it.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, yours is probably in a lot better condition than mine.
Yeah, I used it for a time, and then I lost track of it, and that's
did
probably
you
why.
Find it?
Yeah, I refound it. And that's probably why it's in good shape, because I thought I lost it on the road somewhere,
You think I could somehow get that for my daughters?
Yeah. I'll hook you up
Can
with
you
that.
hook me up with an old night? Because all they want to do. It's fascinating how many teenagers also have connected to the doc, like all ages.
Yeah.
Which has been so amazing. And so many are now filming in that style, right? Of
And now
what we
it's
were just
easier
living.
because they don't got to carry all them goddamn tapes. Now it's like a flash drive with all the.
I mean, it's amazing.
It's awesome. I mean, imagine if you would have had that.
I mean, crazy bananas,
Yeah.
right?
Because I mean, going through the vault, right? Like I know this. She's got like vaults of those tapes because again, she had a camera
and
everywhere.
There's still so much footage to go. I mean, like so much.
And you got to transfer that over digitally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Bobo has a lot. Estevan has a lot. I had for a time a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know where they are.
I mean, literally, it took me. So from the time that I went into the vault, like I started carrying a video camera when I was like, a preteen. I had a diary from the time I was 5, and I got this audio recorder at about 12. So I had
Alone one?
Like one of those ones that like the interviewers would use.
Yeah.
Little tapes.
The little. So I literally, when I started this, and this, it wasn't meant to be this personal coming of age story. I started it. It was going to be about the last decade of privacy, like pre-internet exploding and everything.
Right.
And then what ended up happening is it just evolved from there. And I mean, it was so wild because I had never really watched all the footage.
Yeah.
So I turned to my first con. They're like, okay, well, what's the glue that ties it together? And I was like, I've actually never watched all this footage. And then I went in and I spent the next 4.5 years like living with the footage.
That's crazy. Reliving it.
Reliving it. And I think on a subconscious level, I had locked it away. There was so much bliss and love and joy, and then there was also a lot of pain. I had lost some of my best friends so early on, like really authentic, real friendships. And I think that in a way, it was like I just locked it away and I didn't have the courage to go back. And I kept trying to make it about everyone but me, and then finally I realized I hadn't watched all the footage, and Sean, who's been such a guiding force, Sean Penn, I went one day and I said, what if I made a full found footage documentary? And he said, have you ever seen this documentary, Sherman's March, which I had never seen, and it started as one journey, became another. And I then went in and we cut like my teenage Sherman's March, and literally it was so fascinating because I had never watched all the footage back. And then I turned it in and they were like, this is fascinating. How is anyone going to watch this? Like, is there going to be like narration or what? The thing is, it was like I then learned, it was then the backbone, do you know what I mean, for then layering in the different elements.
Yeah. Does
that make sense?
Yeah. That's everything. I mean, because when you have that much gold,
so wild,
you have to make sense of it.
Well, and by the way, I think it was this peeling back of the onion for me because, it was really my search for it was as if my teenage self left this chronological blueprint for me to find my way back home. And I really believe, and I think you will understand this deeply, which is that our subconscious is holding on to all of it. And I really think that our younger selves are so connected to that which is our truth. And then somewhere along the way, the programming and what other people say and all of that just kind of feeds in. And when I went on this journey, it fundamentally changed my life forever because it brought me back to so much of who I once was.
Because it was stored because it was stored in your subconscious. Because I believe that too. I feel like you can remember certain events to an extent. If I'm like, yeah, I remember that, but if it was something that was impactful, whether it's tragic or impacted you a certain way, like your mind was on record mode. So like if you remember a certain place and it's a certain event that's going down, that event or that thing will trigger a memory that's in your subconscious and it'll bring you right back.
Completely.
And you would never access that unless something triggered it. And is that what happened with that footage?
You're 1,000% right. It was as if. So it was so fascinating. So as an example. Sorry, pull the mic closer.
Hall monitor.
What?
That's
I'm like, oh, what? I have to not look at myself over there. Okay, so
Aton's
I
the
mean, it's
hall
so
monitor.
distracting because I'm so like contact high right now that I'm like tripping out. I'm like, what?
Start talking to the TV.
So I think you're 100% right, and something that was super fascinating, and I really believe this like on a spiritual level, because then I had to like really, in order to deal with so much of the pain and stuff that I had uncovered, it was like I started meditating and really looking within. Something that was fascinating is I would find in my teenage diaries, I would write these dreams down, and so many of those dreams and experiences happened later in life. Like trip out on that. Like it was so wild.
Wow.
It's like it was there in my subconscious on the pages.
Did it?
My goddad had a saying, which I want to get tattooed, which said, "We write and we are written." And I really believe that.
Yeah.
And it's like we store this away, and so much of the love and the pain. I look at it like the conscious is like the iceberg, and then below it you've got the subconscious and the unconscious and everything else. And so we got to look within to really work through all of that. And so I think unlocking the tapes and the diaries and the audios brought me back to that. I had stopped dreaming for a long time. I could count my dreams on like two hands, and I started dreaming again, like vivid dreaming. It was a
It
phenomenal
definitely
experience.
unlocked.
Yeah.
Things that maybe you forgot about or suppressed.
Totally.
Right.
That you suppress, you push under the surface, you push down.
And those are usually the things that you don't have resolution on. You know what I mean?
Right, and exactly. And what was amazing is that I was able to go back to the teen girl that felt all of these emotions, whether it was shame, whether it was insecurities, whatever it was, and hold her as an adult and say, everything that you go through is going to bring you right to where you're meant to be. And the teenager had written a letter to her adult self going, who are you now? Have you made your life worthy? Are you living with purpose? Are you still an artist? Are you still dreaming? You know what I mean? And so it was like the adult and teen me were able to embrace each other. And then my life just completely transformed from there.
It's crazy to think how advanced you were thinking back then.
It's wild. It's so wild. Like the videos, there's these videos where I'm going in the past, the present, the future. It all exists. And I was so into quantum physics back then, and it brought me back to that study of the subconscious and reading Carl Jung and all of these incredible and Bukowski and all the artists that I loved and the poets that I loved and the music that I loved. And it's transformed my entire life.
It's a colorful canvas, to say the least.
Yes, it is. It's a colorful canvas. And on that note, I get another Starburst.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's an important thing when smoke is in the air. Sugar.
I'm not even kidding. It's so wild. So I know I'm talking a lot about, the subconscious. I had a dream, like not so long ago, about this starburst galaxy. And I looked it up afterwards, and there is this like stunning starburst galaxy.
Hold on.
Guys.
Starburst, like the candy?
Well, the candy or the galaxy.
Well, because I'm like, when you think you had a dream about, I'm thinking like
I had a dream, but I
like
heard
what, like the
starburst.
planets are made of
yeah,
starburst?
and not well, kind of in a really stony way. But it like came to me in a dream, and I looked it up. I was like, oh, this is beautiful. I'm telling you, our dreams are just like.
This.
I'm serious. Look it up right now. I swear.
Starburst galaxy.
I'm telling you.
Starburst
I'm telling
Galaxy,
you.
bro.
I'm telling you. Look it up. Starburst Galaxy.
It's rare when I remember a dream these days.
Right?
I used to remember them and have them a lot.
Wait, do I get some of this whiskey? While
You
you're
may
talking,
have
guys? I'm gonna some
whatever
whiskey
you
while
like.
You guys, because
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna.
Well, all
I'm
right.
gonna have a cocktail
Okay.
while you guys are blazing away.
It's
Wow,
very
anyway,
smooth too.
I'm very excited. I mean.
I'll have
yeah.
one.
Okay,
eventually.
cheers. You guys have your blunts.
Yes.
I got my
Yep.
my whiskey.
Boom.
We're,
Cheers.
Yes.
we're
Cheers.
hanging tight here.
Boom. That
Love
works
it.
too. That works.
There is a, it's
See?
not. It's not what I pictured though. I thought it was gonna be like a galaxy.
Isn't that
made of
amazing
candy.
though? But tell us about it. I'm
right, so,
I'm not full of shit.
you wanted
Can
to-
I cuss on this?
I mean,
show?
not at all.
Am
That
I not
was-
allowed
yeah,
to?
but
Am I allowed to cuss?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay, cool.
absolutely.
Okay,
So
good,
it says
'cause I
it's-
like to cuss.
it says a starburst
what?
galaxy is a galaxy undergoing an exceptionally high rate of star formation as compared to the long-term average rate of a star formation in the galaxy, or the star formation rate observed in most other galaxies.
Okay, let me say this off top. You read like you're high.
See, obviously, I mean, come on, you guys. What
thought
is
this was your
you
show.
guys? What
That
is
was good.
what is better than to get completely blazed and stare at the starburst galaxy? I'm
Absolutely.
just saying. I mean, look how
wow.
beautiful that is.
Yeah, they,
Yes.
I mean,
can't
isn't
put-
that gorgeous?
You're not wrong. Yeah.
I mean,
They need to
I
make.
think a lot of people are going to be very happy looking up the starburst galaxy because it is a stony dream.
I need that shit in
It
the
really
lamp.
is, right?
For real.
And if you go through it, there's so many photos. It's gorgeous. It is so
I need an
gorgeous.
NFT of that.
Yeah. So that galaxy is forming at the fastest rate of any other galaxy.
Exceptionally.
Well, and then by the way, I mean, then we can start talking, like, you know, I love talking about quantum physics and stuff. I mean, we can start going down there. So I think the starburst galaxy holds a lot of secrets of the
What if
universe.
there's starburst in there,
Probably
bro?
so.
What if they have real stars?
And I'm just saying, the fact that you put a plate of starburst in front of me, I mean,
I'm in this right there.
This is
Right
so
there.
stony. Come on,
Yep.
right?
It's, as they say, off the backboard.
Yep.
Well, you
Slam
know what
dunk.
they used to call me? You know my favorite phrase they used to call me?
What was it?
Punky Blunts.
Punky Blunts. That's
Punky
right.
Blunts.
Punky
Oh, yeah.
Blunts.
That
Yes.
was my New York. I got the New
You
York.
did smoke
crazy,
the
yeah.
blunts. I do remember
What
that.
kind of blunts?
Well, we would roll them in like the Swisher.
The Swishers, yeah.
The
Oh,
Swishers, you know.
Swishers.
And
That's when I was
that
smoking
yeah.
blunts, hijo.
That was kind of the test of like if you could hang. Like
Yeah.
and then I would get the test. And when I moved to New York, where it was like, how fast can you do it? You had to do it in a moving car or
Yeah.
a moving train or a
Yep.
moving
See,
vehicle.
these are real stoner qualification tests here. Can you
Right?
really roll?
I mean, and on that note,
Right?
cheers to
When's
that.
the last time you rolled? You
You
put
know,
those
it's
skills
been
to
a
the
minute.
test.
I need. You guys are gonna have to like.
need a
you guys
refresher
are gonna,
course?
We're gonna need a refresher course
Okay,
next
yeah.
time.
You know, there's more advanced techniques now, so
true.
you know that it wouldn't hurt to have that, but
I think you're gonna have to give me a refresher course.
yeah.
babe.
And now we got glass tips on our
Yeah.
joints and blunts.
Oh wow! Oh my good! Look at you guys are fancy. This is some fancy.
It's more refined
this
this way. you enjoy the weed much better. It doesn't get in your mouth,
Yes.
no
Really?
resin.
Oh my,
Yeah.
how do you do that with the glass?
It's just like a filter.
Yeah, it's like a filter. You roll it.
Oh my
From the glass
goodness.
up.
This is something.
We have Dr.
Okay.
Greenthumb University
So-
courses
so,
for this.
Yes. So the next time I come visit, you guys are gonna.
Yes.
Wow. Oh wow, that's beautiful. It's amazing.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
And they taste great too.
True.
That is the truth of life.
I know, right?
It's kept me
Oh,
young
I
for
love it.
ages.
Oh my goodness. I know. You really, I do feel like you have like a whole Benjamin Button thing going.
No,
He does.
I don't know.
He does. He looks younger
Did he
and
turn into
younger.
a kid?
He
Yes.
literally, yeah.
As he got older.
As he got older. Be Real has this quality where as he ages, gets younger. Look at it. It's like he gets younger and younger.
Oh, you're making me blush.
It's the truth. I feel the same. I feel younger than ever,
It's
to
the
be
weed.
honest.
I'm trying to
I
tell
do.
you.
I feel young again.
You look young.
You look amazing.
Yes.
Oh, I wasn't fishing for compliments. I love you guys.
No, but it's the
just,
truth.
I do feel, you know what? It's interesting. I feel like this has really been a coming of age again.
Yeah.
You know, and it's fascinating because so many people talk about, when somebody goes through a transformation, right? And it's like, are they having a midlife crisis? I'm interested in having the conversation of what is it to come of age again and again, because as we're expanding in life, right? Life is all about expansion. And so as we expand, we continue to come of age in these
Yeah.
different stages. Otherwise, we're stunting our growth. Obviously,
Growth.
I'm already blazed
Growth.
from the smoking.
That's a new word.
The growth and
We
the
got
growth.
growth here.
Yeah,
We
the
got
growth
growth.
and the
Brotherly
growth.
growth.
And I would hope that we continue to evolve
Yeah.
and grow.
Yeah, I think you find yourself more than once.
Yeah, completely.
You know what I'm saying? There's levels.
Yeah.
Level 1, 2, 3, and 4, and how whatever you go up to in life when you reconnect, because you could connect and find out, okay, what is my passion, right? Or what is my love, and then go after that, and then you achieve that or not,
Right.
and later on as you grow, right, you can come into another realization. Okay, now I was doing this, but now I'm meant to do this over here, and it may reinvigorate you in like the passion and power and love you put into this this new path. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So yeah, I think you can. Yeah, I think it's levels of finding yourself.
Absolutely. I agree so much. And I think that is such the joy in it. And you know, I think that those of us that, you know, that decide, it's kind of like this feeling where you have the abyss in front of you, right? And like, you know, how far do you dive in? And it's easy to be on a carousel and just, you know, and being comfortable, you know,
Right.
and that consistency. And then I remember I was riding my bike in Venice down the boardwalk one day, and I was like, I can see my life, and you know, all these years later. And then, like, what's this life over here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, at what point do you dive in different ways into your passions to your truth? And I remember someone incredibly close to me saying, you know, and it's like I didn't even see it at the time, you know, to thy own self. And that's, I think, the great search through
That
this
deja vu
physical
moment?
experience, you know, to discover, to be true to ourselves.
You say you saw that when you were younger?
To thy own self?
No, like the whole riding the bike.
Oh, that was actually in the last few years where I was really on this journey of self exploration and going, you know, I used to be so afraid of change, you guys. I was so fearful of it.
Everybody.
I was like,
everybody.
I mean,
That shit is scary.
I had so much fear, and then I decided I wanted to choose love over fear and just
That's the key.
dive in.
It's real.
That
real
is
talk.
the key. Love over fear.
Yeah,
And over hate, obviously.
And by the
but-
way, yeah, and I think that you have teachers in life, and I'm super grateful for teachers that drove me out of fear. You know, like, you can't do, and then I'd be like, I'm gonna do it. Like, if somebody said I couldn't do something, for a long time, I think I was I didn't know if
Paralyzed
I could do it.
by
You know
that.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it was like I used it as a way to push forward, and then you find people that teach you and want you to grow out of love, and you're like, oh wow, fuck, this
Yeah.
feels really good. I want to surround myself with those people.
That's everything right there, because realistically, you know, we all have groups of friends when you achieve a level of success in anything you do, right? And there's the ones that are happy for you and they celebrate you and they try to lift you up. And then there's the other ones that are like not so wanting to lift you up, and they want to anchor you
Yeah.
down. And sometimes you're just blinded by the whole situation just because there's so much happening and you're not necessarily connected into what's going on. You really can't see that.
Yeah.
And when you're blind to that, you allow these anchors or these people to throw up obstacles, and you can't even get to your potential because you're so distracted with having to deal with all that shit.
Uh-huh.
You know, so it's you know, it's hard to navigate that when you have
Yeah.
those kind of people in your circle. If you find them, you root them out and just
Yeah, and it's and
keep positive people around you.
1,000%. And you know, Einstein said something to the fact that it's, you know, you set the frequency to that which you want to receive, and that's what comes back. And you know, that's not philosophy, that's physics. And I really believe that it is. And when we look at Tesla and Einstein, you know, talking about frequency and vibrations,
He
it's
was up on
all-
that.
It's
Oh, yeah.
all frequency and vibrations and music and
Yes.
connecting, and you know, and I really believe that in my heart, and I think we draw to us those experiences that we project. You know, we're all mirrored reflections of each other, and so choose the people that you most want to see in your reflection.
Absolutely. I mean, you have to have the right support system,
Yeah,
and you have to be willing to support them too,
yeah,
right? Because I think some of us get it twisted sometimes. We're so
Totally.
wrapped up in our
Yeah,
own
and-
shit. How come
yeah.
nobody's helping me?
Yeah, but sometimes people don't understand. Like you say, you have to have the right support system. Like that support system is something you got to build on your own too. Like
True that.
it's
Yep,
not
true
necessarily something that like you could just be like Yellow Pages or you know.
Yeah,
where
no,
can I
that's-
find one of these?
There's
Totally.
no automatic
and
support
by,
system.
Yeah, and by the way, if you don't see it in yourself, then how are other people gonna see it in you? And so it's like
You got to build that.
Yeah.
It's like you got to build it like somewhat like, you know, if it's you and a bunch of your boys, you got to build that like brotherhood.
Yeah.
You got to build that like a like a little family atmosphere in a
Yeah.
sense. But motherfuckers got to get shit done.
yeah, and not let the programming
Yeah.
of what we've gone through in our
Right.
lives.
Yep.
You know, whether somebody says you're not good enough or you're not this enough,
Right.
you're not tough enough, you're not beautiful enough, whatever it is
You
that
can
feeds, you know what I mean?
you
like,
can reset that
you
program.
You got to reprogram your brain, and we can reprogram our
Absolutely.
brains. One of my favorite stories in this shaman book is that a group of elders are together, and they ask where they should hide the secrets of the universe, and someone says, "Oh, hide it on the ocean floor because it'll be hidden there." And they say, "No, divers will go and find it there." And then somebody says, "Well, hide it in the mountaintops," and they go, "No, because explorers will go and find it there." And this older elder woman, she stands up and she says, "Hide it in thyself, because only the people that are brave enough will go to find it there." And I really believe that. And there's this great book, The Way of the Shamans, I believe
Yeah.
it's called, that talks about that story. And I just think it's so true. It's like
Yeah.
you gotta have to do the work to look within.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Church.
I mean, it
Hide
is work.
inside.
Yeah, it's,
It is work.
It's work.
And it is inside, because you can't get it done without you.
right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
Exactly.
some ice. to go.
Exactly.
Because more than anything, I mean, like, how many people, right? Whether it's changing the way that they their diet is, or the way they're living, or they're trying to stop drinking or drugs or whatever. You know what I mean? Whenever you try and do it for someone else, that never works.
Totally.
You got to do it for you.
It's so true. You can give. Look, I mean, and we see it in our own lives
Yeah.
with people we love, right? Like, you can read all the same books. You can try to give people the tools. They gotta want to do it,
They got to want to do it.
and you can't force someone to do it.
It's like learning a craft too,
Totally.
right? You got
Oh,
you
yep.
got to
Yeah.
put the hours in
Absolutely.
and want to do it, because no one's going to put the hours in
Right.
for you, and if they do, they're getting better at it. You're not.
Exactly.
It's all in what you put into it, and it's all on what you tell yourself.
1,000%.
I definitely believe you could reset your mindset to a positive scenario. Most people get defeated on day one because of what they're telling themselves.
Yeah.
Minute one.
1,000%. And I think we're constantly manifesting the world around us in our canvas. You know what I mean? And so, what do you want that canvas to be?
Yeah.
And for me, during this whole experience during COVID, like, I've been like trying to just suck in as much, as many philosophers and books and reading, because it was such a chance to look within
Yeah.
myself and to
Yeah.
do so much of that healing.
Develop new things and resolve things, and
totally.
just-
and just also to look within and just work on me. The only person I can work on is me, and,
real.
and try to be as loving and compassionate towards others during that.
Yeah. Hey, people could, fix a lot of their problems themselves just by what they tell themselves in the first place.
Totally.
And, with the little help and guidance from others that have been through it, obviously. Because I think people need guidance for sure.
Absolutely. And I also think something that I really believe that I discovered through this also, like, last year, is that I think people really want to love each other. I think not everyone really wants to know each other.
Yeah.
And that's a whole other
Yeah.
level of love. You know what I mean?
For
Where
real.
it's like, you can love someone. How much do you want to know them? And to me, I want to strip away the layers and be like, I want to know the skeletons in your closet. And by the way, I'm a fucking vault. Like, somebody tells me something, I'm a vault. I want to really know people in a authentic way.
Yeah, a lot of people are shut off.
And you're not going to change them. But one person with a heightened consciousness, right, can elevate an entire world of people.
Some people don't want to open the vault because they don't want to relive some of that shit,
Yeah.
Right.
But
Right,
you
because
know,
that would mean
unfortu-
having to look at yourself, right, and
Yeah,
deal with the pain.
but that's a
Look at-
part-
I'm already on my second whiskey.
hey, but that's a part. That's a
Hell yeah.
that's a part of the healing, though.
Totally.
You know what I mean? If you're willing
Yes.
to get down to to the thick of the shit that you don't like to see about yourself or hear.
Yeah.
I mean, when you can look that in the eye, that's when you will
Totally.
get closure with it. When you
At-
till then,
1,000%. And we are such mirrored reflections. And then you kind of go like to certain people around you. You're like, oh, I don't recognize what I see anymore. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, and
Yeah.
that's. And then I really believe in the manifestation that it's like those things, those elements just they start to kind of just like disappear from your life.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
so fascinated reading about. I mean, I'm so into manifesting and like
Yeah.
reading about it. And I really believe, like we were talking about, that it's like you're painting your canvas in front of you,
absolutely.
and whatever your thoughts are, negative, positive, otherwise, that's what is in
Yeah.
front of you.
That's what
That's
exactly
what you
that'll be.
draw in.
Yeah.
Like whether you know what I mean.
You're gonna
like,
draw in the
whatever
dark
it is.
colors?
Yes, exactly.
Or you're gonna draw on the bright light
Yeah.
colors.
Well, and that's what we were talking about with the shadow self, is like doing that work where we gotta go inside and look within ourselves, right?
Yeah.
So exciting. Oh my God,
Fucking
this is
A.
the most fun ever, by the way. Can I stay
Hell
here
yeah.
Well, thank you.
forever? Don't you guys want a lady on the to come join us?
Yes,
Sometimes can we come hang out?
absolutely.
I'm sure you guys have a lot. I'm sure you guys have a lot.
No,
this
you-
is like so. This is like my
got a
dream come
seat-
true. Hanging
you-
with the bros.
Listen, you got a seat here anytime you
Oh my
want
God, this
it.
is
Are
like
you
my
kidding
dream
me?
come true. Literally.
Hell
I
yeah.
mean,
We go
whiskey
so far back.
and you guys. I mean, come on. This is like, and I've discovered I really like whiskey. By the way,
Oh man.
this is great.
We go way far back.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
tight.
I mean, seriously,
Yeah.
so
That
far
too.
back. I mean, and
The
you,
90s.
you are one of those people though that just you have this. You really do, and I mean this so from the depths of my soul. You just light up the world around you.
Well, thank you.
With a
And
lighter.
That makes me so happy. Yeah, with a
I
lighter.
had a lighter.
With a lighter and a blunt.
With a
With
lighter
a
and a
lighter
joint.
and a blunt.
And a
Nothing's
smoke
ever
signal.
changed.
I've
Hell
had
yeah.
the light and the smoke signal to go with it.
And your beautiful family. I mean, it's so good.
Thank
tell me
you.
more. Tell me more, you
She's
guys.
saying
I
like the
wanna hear more.
nicest shit and just gonna throw it in there and be like, you light everything up with a lighter, bro.
With a lighter.
Oh my God, tell me more, you guys. I want to hear everything. I feel like I've been talking a lot. Sorry.
No, I
get
mean,
very
hey.
excited. Anytime we can talk about philosophy and physics and starburst galaxies, I'm really excited.
That's
hey.
rad.
People are loving it. We
Hell
call
yeah.
our chat room Insane Asylum, the Insane Asylum, because we're all a little crazy here, and
I mean-
they are loving it. And the fact that you're here, they're loving
I
that.
love it. Well, and the quote that we were talking about before we came in, and I believe it was Carl Jung that said, the first half of our lives is building a healthy ego, and the second half is letting it go.
Letting it
something,
go.
Something to that effect.
Realizing
Letting
what
it
was wrong
go.
with it.
It's
That's
so true, right?
If
It's like,
if you have enough foresight to let the ego go early,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a different realization as you go. But if you learn it later, it's still good.
Is that
Yes.
like that's like realizing like when you're like reactions that you would give like 5 years ago, you're like, you know what, that's not it. Or, yeah, you're like just yeah. No, it's like you have. I mean, I have those moments. When you realize it, you're like, oh man, 6 years ago I would have had this problem.
Right.
It would have been a bigger problem.
Yeah, well, and it's like I look at, and I'm going through a transformation in my life, and I honestly, like, I was like, where's the transformation box? Because I was like, divorce, separation, uncoupling, like that it just doesn't sound like what 24 years in a relationship should be. Like, I look at it as a celebration. Now, what was my point?
It's a part of the story.
Yeah, it's a part of the story. It's beautiful. I don't know what the point of my story was. Oh, just that it is a transformation, that we go through these transformations, and I love my family so much, and I love my kids, and I love Jay, and I look at all that, I'm like, so beautiful, and it's so interesting because, like, if I look at myself 5 years ago, 10 years ago, you know what I mean? It's like it is this constant evolution of ourselves, and it's wild. I think I'm way more the person today that I was like when we were running around with the experience,
With
and
more
with
experience,
experience, and hopefully I've picked up some knowledge and some wisdom and some writers that I love, and just more passion, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just all of that. And it's like a rediscovery of that spark, which I had associated with youth for so long. Like, I thought that spark was something
Just for the youth.
for the youth. And so for a lot of years, I was like, I remember living in New York City and Harold Hunter and Justin Pierce and everybody passed out with blunts and 40s and like all of us running around and them
Wild
skating
times.
and me documenting it. And
Wow.
I had such joyful memories. And I remember feeling so alive and like the world was in the palm of my hands. And I love my life with my family and all of that. I always associated it with youth. And then when I started unlocking the tapes, it was like this igniting of this fire. And then like my art and my dreams and all of that. And I go, oh,
That's
this
the
is
spark.
not, yeah, this is not about just youth. This is about that spark that inspires us
Yeah.
to be the artist that we are, whatever kind of artist that is.
Yeah, you got to carry that spark. If it ever
Completely.
goes out, you know, you're sort of just in a lull for a long time.
Yeah, or you're on the carousel
Yeah.
and you're just like, all right, like this is, and that becomes your reality.
Yeah.
And so then some are daring enough to just go, well, fuck, let's try this over here.
Yeah.
And that always is the way to go. Sometimes it's just, well, not all the time, but like every now and then you got to take that chance and say, you know what,
Fuck
we're gonna
yeah.
step over here to the left
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
try some new shit. It might not work, but it'll be a growing
to,
experience.
Yeah, and to not be afraid
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah, you got to. I mean,
Because a lot is like just like
You have to
gotta
take a
have like
chance
that
on
blind
yourself.
faith of just like, all right, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna fucking go for this.
Yep.
and-
you got to have that blind faith in
Yeah,
yourself.
in yourself, exactly.
You have to.
Like
Someone asked me the other day, it was fascinating. They said, what was the best investment you ever made? And I immediately said, in myself. Like, the best investment that we can make, I believe, in life is in ourselves.
Yes, 100%.
Hey, let me ask you this: if your kids would look into your top 10, like let's say they got into your music, what would they find there from the '90s that you were listening to heavily?
Obviously, you.
Oh well, I mean,
Obviously. I mean, come on,
Sorry.
you. Obviously.
I'm not sorry.
And so here's the interesting thing, because I just actually did this playlist. It was so funny. I did this playlist for Spotify, and you guys, like, I could not do 25 songs. It ended up like I had 100 songs. I tried to trim it down to 50, so I was bananas. Anyway, so a lot of the music I listened to in the 90s was coming out of like the late 80s, like
Right.
Pixies and
Yeah.
and stuff, and I mean, Can Almost Hear You Sigh by the Rolling Stones was listening
Right.
to, and then of course Tom Petty's Greatest Hits came out
Oh man.
in the 90s,
Great
and
songwriter.
Danny O'Connor,
Yeah,
like
Danny boy.
he would pop it in, and we would just listen to it over and over and over and over again. So that was like constant in my heart and soul. And then Liz Phair was like expressing so much of what my teen angst, like Fucking Run is one of my favorite songs. And then the Cranberries, Portishead. And then anytime it came to seduction, I always remember like Tricky playing,
Tricky,
like
yeah.
Massive
Nice.
Attack. And, it was like,
yeah.
okay, like, let's hang out.
Right.
And
Nice.
let's hang out.
Right.
By the way, I was the last virgin of all my friends, so I mean, I was pretty innocent, but
It was well
yeah,
documented.
yeah, it was well documented. It's in the documentary. And in Nine Inch Nails and Eddie Vedder, who I love, Pearl Jam,
Yeah.
and Eddie and Jill have been such an inspiration to me and such
Right.
dear friends through this.
One of the best live shows you
oh
could
my-
see.
I
Pearl
mean,
Jam.
Yes.
literally, and they're so amazing. They're such beautiful, amazing. Their whole family and their daughters, like they're just amazing. And then of course, just endless. I'm thinking about, Sinead O'Connor, Nothing Compares to You, and love songs that got
Yeah.
me through like heartache and Concrete Blonde. I mean, just all over the map. And then Tribe Called Quest and Notorious and Tupac, and so then and Gangstar and
So
Roots and then Erica Badu. I was all
You
over
were
the
all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. and I mean, a lot of us were. We listened to everything.
Radiohead.
Yeah. Radiohead
Nirvana.
was awesome.
I mean, it just goes on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What was
whole-
What was the craziest show that you went to?
Well, that's interesting. And wait, I lost my train of thought back in that last Contact High, which was about and then the incredible Linda Perry, who did our score, Four Non Blondes. I gotta
Right.
call her out too. And that score, which is coming
Four
out
Non
in the
Blondes.
next,
Yeah,
in the
they had
next-
a big
by
song.
tomorrow. Oh yeah, like what's going on? She's a genius and put her heart, soul, and everything just everything into that film. And so I'm so proud of her. And so everybody, the Kid 90 soundtrack is coming out.
Right on.
Rad.
So please check it out. So back to what did you what was
Craziest show you went
craziest
to.
show? There was a lot of crazy shows.
Because
the
you went
craziest
to
show.
a lot of shows.
Okay, so the first concert I ever went to, true story, was AC/DC.
Now I have that song stuck in my head.
Which one?
The Four Non Blondes.
Oh, you do? Okay. What's going
Yeah,
on?
like-
Okay, yeah.
Like,
Sorry.
So
No, it's like I
So-
just heard like six. I was like, all right, the sixth time is cool, but like
that's so funny. So the first concert I went to was AC/DC, and want to hear a crazy story is Perry Farrell, who's a dear friend. You
Yes,
know,
likewise. Yeah,
so
good guy.
so okay. Have you ever heard of the US Festival?
Yeah, I remember
Absolutely.
the US
I-
Festival.
I was like 4 years old, and my mom took me to the US Festival with my brother, and I remember like the mud and
Lucky
the
you.
piss
I
and the
wanted to go.
So literally, the first wild concert that
Was
I
the
remember
US
going
Festival.
to was the US Festival, and Perry was there, and I think, well, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I almost feel like that kind of inspired some of that with
Yeah.
Lollapalooza and stuff.
Yeah.
And so the US Festival, for those that don't know, like it was all of the
All
bands
the
of the
biggest
time.
bands
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
time.
And I'm like 3 or 4 years old, and I just have memories of like trudging through dirt and piss, and then the music coming on and just being so taken away by it.
Everything was good. Like they had like a fucking awesome lineup.
Yeah, so
Fuck
that was
yeah.
the craziest show that I ever went to. Then,
That is a
I have
crazy
lo-
show.
I have some other stories too. I went with Michael Jackson and Elizabeth Taylor to Bruce Springsteen.
Get the fuck
Yeah.
I
out.
swear.
Word?
Yeah, true story.
No way.
damn.
Wow.
I gave him a gold yo-yo, and he played with the yo-yo under the table the whole time. I think you need another bang bang for that. No, I'm just kidding.
That is pretty. That's pretty
That
legendary.
is pretty
Oh,
dope.
You gave
yeah.
him a gold yo-yo.
he had a gold
Just play
yo-yo.
at
Got
the
the
table.
fucking
And
Lord.
Elizabeth Taylor had this gigantic ring. I'd never seen anything so big in my life. I thought it was from like one of those. I don't want to be rude, but like one of those 25-cent machines.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
it was, like,
yeah.
So
It was
big.
so
Pops.
big.
Yeah, I'd never seen anything like
She
it.
was balling out of control.
Yes. And so that was so Bruce Springsteen is one of my all-time favorite. I mean,
Dope.
I'm
One
on
of the
fire.
dopest
I'm on
songwriters ever.
fire
Yeah.
is my anthem, and so that was crazy for other reasons. So I got some crazy stories. Then of course there
Wow.
was your shows, and I remember the House of Pain show where they all dressed up like Kiss. Do you remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah.
That was amazing. Then
That's
I remember
right.
I crushed for like a minute on Mark McGrath, and he was like into like punk rock at the
Yeah,
time. And
yeah,
I
yeah, he
feel
was
like I went
punking
to
out.
some show where there was like I might have gotten caught in a mosh pit. Oh, and then I was friends with those dudes from the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
Yes.
And that was like that whole stage where I then was like in these mosh pits.
Coolest
and
dudes ever, those
So
guys.
cool. So many good shows.
You
Oh
know,
my God.
Mark McGrath just got unmasked on Masked Singer.
Oh,
no-
really? Did
wow.
he?
Yeah.
I love that. I gotta watch that.
Hey.
And
Was
oh,
Wiz Khalifa
that's
the last dude?
amazing.
Say what?
Was Wiz that dude?
They haven't unmasked who I think is Wiz yet.
You think it's Wiz?
I think Wiz. I know it's
Oh,
Wiz.
so they don't unmask
You
the one
do?
that
You
dances
feel-
every.
What is it? A gecko? What is he? Gecko or a
Like the
some-
gecko?
You guys, I'm
Gecko?
sorry.
or
I
a
have not
chameleon?
watched it.
No, he's a chameleon.
I haven't watched the show.
Oh, you
I
gotta
need-
watch
I need
it.
to. And Brian Green does
It's
the
good.
Masked
Yeah,
Dancer.
yeah, Brian does the Masked Dancer.
Yes, I gotta watch this. I gotta get caught up. I gotta get caught up.
Yeah,
You guys, I gotta
Yeah.
get caught up.
but yeah,
I gotta get caught up.
but he was.
By
on-
the way, I've eaten 45 Starbursts. P.S.
right on.
By the way, this is like a commercial for Starburst. By the
They're
way,
getting major run. Right.
Sponsored by.
I'm not.
They
endorsing
DM you
it.
after this.
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
I just
Hey,
want
you know,
boxes of them in my house.
to go back to your
Mm-hmm.
your music library, right?
Yeah, please.
I think a lot of people were open in the '90s like that. It because I think it used to be more closed off.
Yeah.
Like you listen to the genre you listen to, and that's all you were open to. But in the '90s, the so-called golden era, gold school.
Old school.
You like that?
Gold
I
school,
coined
I
that
like that.
right now. Hold up.
Gold school.
That's money.
I
Don't
like
fuck
that.
around.
You
No,
said
but
it.
But I think people were more open. You know, hip hop heads. You know, although they were hardcore hip hop heads, they were listening to other shit too,
I told him.
like dance hall and reggae and just different shit.
Yeah.
And people started opening up to different things, and you would see a lot of people with a mixed library like that.
Well, and the thing was, it was interesting because as I was going through and thinking about the '90s influences, you know, Ika Mouse. You know, even though it wasn't like not like Ika Mouse was.
So
I mean,
dope.
is not was is so much the soundtrack of my life. Like I hear ganja smuggling, and it's like that is a fundamental staple in my music soundtrack in my life. You know,
That's fresh.
Bob Marley. I mean, literally, like there's just so many musicians who have taught Steel Pulse. Like I mean, just music that has stayed with me forever.
Timeless.
Shabba Ranks. I mean, just like you just go down like you just go down that list and
The litany.
and then I go back to blues because I love blues so much, and you see the blues influence and jazz. I mean, it's so inspiring, and so that's the thing is, it was interesting because in really thinking about the music of these times, it's such a compilation of stories forever, right? Elizabeth Cotten. Have you ever heard Elizabeth Cotten? One of my favorite. Oh, like incredible musician, and just inspires me every day.
There's so many talented people and great songwriters out there, and you know the cool thing about now, as opposed to when we were making records in the '90s, is there's access to more people with that kind of talent.
It's incredible.
You know,
You know what I loved was my son was listening the other day. He's 7 years old, and a Tribe Called Quest song came on. He goes, "Mom, it sounds like Lou Reed," and I was like,
yeah,
That's
"Oh
rad.
my God!" I was like, "Wow, I'm so grateful." That it's like he heard, and then we had this whole conversation around samples and the incorporation of music into our youth, and it opened such a dialogue. And I was like, wow, the more we talk to our kids about music, and the more we
that's a
have
connection.
this dialogue,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and that's why I say, like, when I go back to blues and I go back to like music that has so influenced my life, it's all interwoven, and that goes back to the vibrations and frequencies and
Yeah.
connections, and,
Hell
and
yeah.
it's how do we continue on in a world in which we're so immersed in this social media experience and in this like technology and our avatars and all that, like how do we keep, we must keep that foundation
Yeah.
that connects us all, and that interconnectiveness of music and frequencies and that love.
Gotta keep it. Hold
Oh,
it
yeah.
close. That's
Hold 'em, dude.
it. Yeah, I heard you.
Oh yeah.
It's real shit.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
Can I kick it?
yes, you can.
Hell yeah.
Indeed, you can. What are you gonna say, C?
I had the same conversation with me and my son. As he came up and me DJing and stuff, like he was around music the whole time, but we got to connect on a lot of music that just sometimes he would hear me playing and be like, "Hey, Dad, what's that?"
Yeah.
And then he would also, "Hey, Dad, you heard this?"
That's amazing.
And then that's this kind of way we've always, like, no matter what, we can, when we talk to each other, we can be like, "Hey, you heard anything good? Oh, yeah, I heard this. What about this?" And then it's like we get this general excitement. And I'm like, "I'm going to send you this. All right, send me that." And you send me that. And it's like, woo.
Well, and it's so amazing to have that shared experience. Like Mojave 3, which like I loved back in the day, right? And then my 13-year-old discovers it, and it's like,
cool.
well, who introduced who? You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
like, well, I actually
Yeah.
love them for long time. And she's like, well, I just, and then it's so funny. I turned, and I didn't ask too many questions because I'm trying to like let them share. I turned back to my 13 and 15-year-old the other day. I'm playing a Portishead song, and they start, do you remember what? Like whispering to each other. I'm like, what the fuck did you guys do with like Portishead playing in the background? You know what I mean? But it was like, it's like they're having their shared experience, right? And it's beautiful, and it's what connects us all.
Portishead had some great fucking
Oh,
jams.
come on, right?
That's a whole
If
like.
I drank all your whiskey, by the way, I'm sending you guys a bottle.
Oh, don't even
immediately,
worry.
By the way.
No, you didn't drink all of it.
I mean, close. It's yours, isn't it? It's yours,
No,
right?
no.
I don't
no,
want to
no.
like have a face off with the whiskey because it's really good.
Oh,
mean,
that shit
Do
is
you
really
want to have a
good.
good time? This is not-
I mean, I'm having a great time.
Oh,
I'm gonna send you
geez.
guys another bottle. I mean, because you guys are all. I mean, this is amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Oh
And
my God, thank you. By the way, this has been like a dream come true. You kidding?
you probably used to listen. I mean, you listened to Power 106 many days,
Yeah.
right?
Of course.
C minus was one of the DJs on the Friday Night Flavors and at Power. Just
Yeah.
Oh
so
my
you
God,
caught him in the mix many a time.
So, oh my God, so many times.
So
I
many
mean,
times.
We all lived in this incredible world together, and
Absolutely.
so I feel like time. This is my philosophy because I don't think time really exists. I believe in I don't think time really exists. I believe in space time.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
So
Damn,
I mean,
space
time in the in the. I know that's like a complicated thing to discuss. Not complicated though. Just the fact that I'm like, okay, when I call a friend in Europe, right?
Right.
And it's the next day, it's like, well, does this time thing really exist the way
Yeah,
that we think of it,
right.
right? Like that's the best example I can think of, right?
Right,
Which is
right.
like, really, you guys, like, come on, it's not. I just don't believe in it in the traditional sense,
Right.
Okay.
Like, I couldn't agree more in terms of daylight savings over here
Right?
in
I hate
California.
that
That
It's
shit
like-
is useless.
It's like, check this out. You call somebody in another part of the world, and it's the next day there, right? Like, it's a whole other day, and you're like, wait, like, this time thing is. Anyway, what was my point? I mean, I'm
You don't
so
believe in
context high.
time.
Well, not in the traditional sense, but to your point. Oh, time. I feel like it folded over. Like in my world, like in the world in which I've been living in with like the doc and everything, I feel like it's like literally like a wormhole. Like it just went and like kind of came together, the past, present, and future, which I obviously believed back then as well. People are gonna be like, Soleil's wild, like space time,
I'm-
starburst
That's right.
galaxy.
I mean, like you belong on this show because this is
Absolutely.
the way it goes all the time.
Yes.
Literally, does everybody come and talk about like physics and like?
Oh, we are the most.
Not in those, maybe in those traditional.
I mean, we
senses,
talk
but
about dinosaurs, UFOs.
Oh, good.
I mean,
Oh,
all
yeah.
that shit.
Do you
Because
guys
maybe
believe in the dinosaurs?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
He wanted to ride one to work if he
Yeah.
had
Dude,
the
if I could have
option
one as
to.
a pet, I would. I would show up
That's
in
hysterical.
here.
Well,
I would let them loose.
you gotta at some point talk to my kids because they're like, okay, so you're saying dinosaurs existed, but spiritual, like they get like super opinionated about stuff. They're like,
Well, yeah, but-
how do we like believe in dinosaurs but can't believe
To all
in
my
like other
to
stuff?
all my
Like,
dinosaur people, Elon Musk said it in an interview and said that if he really wanted to, he can have that shit done in 5 years.
Nah, fuck
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah.
We don't need him
Yeah,
back.
wait.
We
though.
don't need a dinosaur running around.
He said that we can have Jurassic Park like how it was.
No.
And I'm like, good, look, man, people keep talking that shit.
I mean, we'd probably all go there, but no, that's
No.
not a good
So-
idea.
I
do
would
you-
go there for sure.
do you believe we're in a simulation of sorts?
Like Rick and Morty type shit.
Like,
I don't
do
know.
you believe? Okay, so
Like The
I always think
Matrix?
of the ride Soaring at California Adventure, like
Yeah.
things like that.
Right.
Like, do you believe that we have become so accustomed to these six senses that, like, literally, the world around us is this, like, kind of simulation? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you believe that Elon talks about this too, which is like the idea around, are we in a simulation,
It's a
right?
simulation, man.
Like,
Are we-
did we get conditioned to believe? Like, think about this. Okay, so you know the ride Soaring at
Right.
California Adventure.
Right.
Not there no
you
more.
go to wherever it is in the
But
world,
we know
right?
what it is.
And you
Yeah.
smell the oranges, and
Right.
you can
Yeah.
smell like the pine
It
trees.
plays on your
Yeah.
So
senses.
now go like 40,000 years later, right? And what would that look like? You might be able to taste the whiskey or
It sprays
smoke the blunt or right or taste the starburst. So have people kind of gotten into this simulation in which we believe in those senses?
I
Do you know
think
what
some people,
mean? Yeah.
I think most people, like,
Some people.
Some people.
Well, because some people think we're all Sims.
Right.
Right?
And
And
yeah,
that we're like
but-
Sims in this simulation.
Yeah.
See, I
Sims
believe.
never die.
So I believe that there's.
Yes,
I believe
that's
in
that part.
Right. So there. Right. So that's the thing. Is like so a lot of people believe though that we're like Sims. Like okay, so
Yeah.
imagine virtual reality. You put on a headset, right, and it feels so real.
Yeah.
Right. So have we started to feel so real in this virtual experience that people have like disconnected from source? I believe we're connected to source,
Right.
and that goes beyond the senses
Yeah.
that we're accustomed to.
Yeah. That makes sense.
That does make sense.
I mean, that's my belief. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just I can only speak for myself.
Yeah.
But I do ponder on this a lot.
I think the only simulation is the mistakes we keep repeating that we don't learn
The
from.
programming.
Programming.
Yeah.
The programming. Yes.
Yep.
And so that's the thing is like, then you're 1,000% right. Because in connection with source, you're trying to like take apart the programming, reprogramming.
You're
You can
trying
reprogram.
to. Yeah. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to recognize it
Yeah.
and then reprogram yourself.
Absolutely. So that we
Yes.
and also so that
Meditation helps
yes,
with that.
and so that in our lineage, as we pass on our DNA, that we are also encouraging them to grow and not carry on the same patterns,
Yeah.
right? That we experience from our parents
Yeah.
and their parents' parents and their parents' parents, so that we can really evolve in this as spiritual beings in this human experience.
Yeah. A lot of motherfuckers out there need to evolve. That is
Yeah.
that is 100,000%.
Oh my goodness. I
'Cause-
mean,
1,000.
Yes. 1,000,000%, bro.
into that. This is so good, by the way.
Yeah, it's
This whiskey,
what
like I'm so in line with. By the way, if I wasn't going to take my son to get his cast, I'm literally. I'm
you would
just like
settle
so,
in very
by the way,
easily.
P.S. When I walk into the doctor's office, you
You're
guys,
gonna be so
do you
cool.
realize what I'm gonna smell like? I'm gonna smell like a weed dispensary.
We'll have to
Smell
give you
like
some mints and
buffalo
Be like,
trace.
it's legal. It's legal. I just had like. By the way, I'm not driving, so
yeah,
I'm
good.
Don't
good.
don't worry.
No,
On my yeah.
yeah.
You're like,
I figured you had to
Getting
drive.
lit.
Yeah.
It's like,
my friend is driving, so
Great.
I don't
Brad.
drink or smoke and drive.
Before you go,
Yeah.
because I know
No,
you
please,
got
are
to.
you kidding? No,
I know
I
you
want
gotta
to
run.
be here all. I literally could.
You're
spend
gonna come
every
back
minute
here
of the day
when
Please
you
come
have
back.
time and
Well,
sit with us again
Please don't leave me.
and again and again. No, we won't. We've all heard it right here.
Yeah.
This
I told
is
him.
witness.
I mean, literally, this is
That was
my
the
dream
first
come
time.
true.
So
I was there.
so you have the reboot of the show now,
Yeah.
right? On the Peacock network, right?
Yes, so grateful. I'm just
That's
like
Awesome.
so. I feel like it's like a continuation with Punky because, the original, like there was just so much authenticity and heart there, and like the fact that we've continued on, it just feels so much more like a continuation than a reboot.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah,
so
because
proud of
it is a continuation.
Yeah,
it's not a
because
reboot.
it's like I'm now like a grown up coming of age again.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
by the way, none of them knew what was going on in my personal life as that happened, which is so wild. But it's just been so amazing.
That's nuts. It's a
So,
crazy contrast,
I mean,
right?
talk about like the parallels of
Wow.
characters.
Word up.
of
I just
life.
wanted to let people know
So yes,
about that.
so that is streaming on Peacock. Have fun. By the way, that's total family. I love that you have. So that you can watch with your whole family.
There you go.
Watch with the fam.
Which
It's
is-
super fun.
Watch with your little ones.
Watch with the whole family
and
together.
and when you're watching that, know that she's a real one, because
Because Be Real said it.
Yes.
So I feel like I have some props here. I'm feeling
Yeah.
very. I'm
Yes.
major props. Are you kidding me?
Absolutely.
I'm very grateful, like truly.
We're grateful.
But it's interesting going back to like our dreams. So from the time I was like 5 years old, my dream was always to be on the back lot of Universal. It was my dream
that's
of all
just lit.
dreams.
Cool.
Was literally someday to be doing what I love there. And so every day that I would pull on, like I'll get emotional talking about it because every day I feel so grateful. I feel so thankful to be doing what I love. Like I know
That's
it's
so
such
rad.
a gift. I just have so much gratitude. So I really like. I please watch it, and enjoy with your family. And I'm so grateful. I'm
Hell
so
yeah.
thankful. I mean, it's just a dream come true. And then the documentary is a dream come true. I feel so much gratitude and just love.
They can find that on Netflix, right?
Hulu.
Hulu. That's right. Hulu.
Hulu.
Yeah.
And I really hope that people connect to it and watch it through their own perspective. And I have to say, Hulu and UCP. I mean, literally, like all the like UCP and Peacock on Punky and Hulu and STA. They've just been amazing. It's been amazing.
Right
And
on.
I'm so grateful. I'm like, this is like a dream come true. I'm looking. I'm like, this is amazing. It really is like time folding over.
Let them know where they could find you.
Where they can find me.
Yeah, like on your social media.
Oh, sure. Yeah, like, okay, so I'm Moon Frye and Instagram and Twitter. Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moon Frye.
There you go.
So you can find me there. Look at how cute with the yeah, and then and that's Core, the incredible work. So just to I'm going to do a shameless plug, which is I've been working with the incredible Ann Lee over there on the left and Sean Penn for the last for many years. Since the earthquake in Haiti, I've been working with Sean, and we've done over 700,000 vaccinations
Wow.
and over 5 million tests across the country for COVID-19, against COVID-19. And so Dodger Stadium, if you want to come and get vaccinated, please come visit us. So we have the Dodger site, we have sites across the country, and next to my kids, that is truly the work that I'm most proud of. So,
Right on.
thank you.
So
So anyway, so you can go on to Instagram Moon Frye, Twitter Moon Frye, but just send me messages and say hi.
Right on.
I love it, and I want to come visit you again.
Hell yeah. That's
I love you so much, you guys.
Likewise.
And by the way, thank you for letting me talk. I feel like I talked a lot.
no, that was perfect.
I spoke a lot.
No.
No,
I did.
this is how it goes here.
Yeah.
Soleil Moon Frye.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colton.
I spoke a lot, and I drank all your whiskey.
That's all right.
Okay.
You're
so I'm
allowed.
sending you a new bottle.
You're
and-
totally allowed. Goatus.
And next time, I mean,
All right. We're gonna hold you to that. Maybe.
listen, I mean, this is fancy though. Like I don't like what is one even? I mean, this is fancy.
We're gonna set you up with some so you could practice your
Yes.
blunt and joint rolling
I love you so
skills.
much.
Somebody in the chat says triple hit on the Stundin.
Oh yeah, yeah. No.
Wait, what's happening in the chat room right now? I'm so curious. How is it going?
It's going good. Got a
What-
lot of people commenting in there. Everything's
How
good.
do-
You're doing
are
great.
Are they nice things?
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
I have so much love for everyone.
You've been getting complimented left and right
how do
over
you,
here.
How do do you have a chat room right there in front of you? I don't. How do you like what?
He has it back there with him,
This is
and
fast.
I could see it right here.
You can't.
Yeah.
Oh my God! This is so sneaky. This
So
is so
I'm constantly with the heads
He's
up.
like the CIA over
That's
here.
right. I'm always watching.
He's like
Always
oh,
watching.
he's always watching. P.S. I think it would be really fun to work with with. I have dreams. We're going to talk about the CIA.
You
and
definitely
all that.
got to
Hell
come
yeah.
back, and that's got to be another discussion.
Yes.
Yes, please.
I'm just saying.
We have
Let's do
so
it.
many things to discuss.
We have so many things to discuss. I love you so much.
Right on.
I love you, babe.
Love you
I
too.
love you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Colton, take us to a break, son.
No, well, good, all good.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We are here, and we are not at a restaurant yet. However, though, we are getting closer. Getting
Seems
closer.
that way.
I've gone out there and ate before. You know, I've done it out there, and it's everything has a change everything has gone through a change. However, you know, it's food truck season,
Yeah.
and today we're gonna go ahead and eat some burgers, some heavy, delicious burgers.
When you say heavy, do you mean
Best
heavy-handed?
Yep, heavy-handed, pesan, dog. Manos pesadas hamburguesas. Yeah, that does not. It sounds way better in English, but yeah, it's definitely one of those things that we're gonna go ahead and review it here for you guys on High and Hungry today. So make sure that you guys right off the bat, if you like burgers, you need to go and hit that thumbs up. You need to go ahead and hit that subscribe, and you need to go and hit that share. What it says, it's a smash burger.
Yeah.
I heard this place has a certain menu it sticks to.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things I've always respected about any burger stand is that, like, if once they establish the menu and they stick to it because it's that good, they don't need to keep changing stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyone, like, if it doesn't, it just gives you, I heard it just gives you the burgers, the fries, drinks are optional, you know. So, yeah, I'm excited. A burger truck. And, you know, Aton, you know, he kind of recommended this place for us, and he's got a pretty good record for suggesting really good burgers on High and Hungry thus far.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good rep, in regards. I mean, I don't know about business ethics, but in regards to recommendation, in recommendation of like food spots for sure, bro.
Right, for sure, for food spots for sure. I was just speaking of food recommendations, of course.
Yeah, but I'm definitely I'm down. I'm hungry.
Oh, me too.
I'm gonna fucking see what's up with the student glass.
Yeah, I'm gonna get high so we can be even more hungry.
We gotta do the fucking high part, bro. People say we don't do that shit enough. I'm like, bro, we just, like,
Dude,
tune in, motherfuckers.
Dude, man.
I would once this shit came out, I've always wanted to fucking stick this in a fish tank.
Yeah, take that, dude.
Like, I love.
Take that, Nemo.
I know people are gonna be like, you're a fucking asshole, but
I hope you find your.
I mean, bro, I love the ocean now, but still, like, I don't know why, and I know it's very fucked up, but when I saw this come out, I said, hey, I want to stick this in a fish tank and fucking have, what do the fish want to get high too, fam?
Take that, Nemo.
Nemo,
Dora, you make Dora.
Dora's a chick.
I know. She's still a fish.
That's Dory.
Dory.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Dora's the little Hispanic chick that,
That's right. Explorer Dora.
They should have Dora in an episode where she goes break out the kids from the cages.
You're right.
Bro. That would be the fucking conscious Dora. She's like, hola, I'm going to tell you about this subject that's going on, amigos. You know what I mean, bro? And then all the kids would be like, Mom, why are the... And then, dude, it would bring awareness, bro.
Yeah.
If that shit... If a conspiracy show about the ocean made me...
Made you not hate the ocean?
Yeah, made me not hate the ocean. I hated the ocean pretty passionately.
Dude, you should... I mean, when he came on that on the podcast the other day talking about he reversed his decision about the ocean because he used to talk mad shit about the ocean. He's like, it's our friend. I was a little taken aback.
How can you hate on something that was here before us?
If Dora the Explorer made an episode with Diego, like, quest for freeing like the kids.
Yeah.
I mean, and this is like not to make fun or anything like that because it's a fucked up subject that doesn't get a lot of coverage. I think it would bring a lot of awareness.
Right.
You gotta like trigger all the kids to be like, no. You know what I mean? And ask the parents because no parent wants to deal with kids asking questions.
Nah, man.
They just want you to shut up and be quiet.
You're right if I don't pull up like that, man.
I feel you.
What? Feels nice to be out again, though.
Yeah, it was great.
The sun's out, and you know what that means when the sun's out in Southern California. It doesn't just mean the homeless are out. No, I'm just playing. It fucking means that it's food truck season out here as well. And that usually starts around springtime. I would say like around springtime they usually have like food truck season. That will go like from spring in Southern California. Go from like spring to like around October.
Yep.
And today,
I usually am heavy-handed with my alcohol.
Yes, you are.
I'm heavy-handed with my smoking. We are.
Yeah, both.
Yeah. And, today we're fucking going at it with heavy-handed burgers. I think this is like I haven't had them before, but Aton, a.k.a. Private Photo, a.k.a. Glitter, you know what I mean, has been, infamous for having some dope burger recommendations.
Yeah.
And recently he makes this whole big thing about a smash burger or a smash style burger, and I really didn't know what the actual deal was about an actual smash burger. But this is, I guess, I would say it's a combination of it. If I had to take a guess, I haven't seen the burgers. If I had to take a guess based on the artwork, I'm very big into artwork, and it says a lot about a business, especially US a lot. It looks like a very sexy version of a smash burger. I say that sexy is appealing. You know what I mean?
It looks delicious. The artwork looks sexy and delicious.
It just looks really great. It looks like it's nacho cheese, but it's probably not. So they don't really have. It's very much like In-N-Out, I would say. It's
just a very focused menu.
You got an OG menu, and right off the top, short rib burgers. It's ground short rib, grilled onions, American cheese, house-made bread, and butter pickles. I fucking love that because, number one, I like fucking pickles. Not the sweet one. Fuck those sweet pickles.
Hip-hop on your laptop, iPad.
All right, back to
Or anywhere else online. It's Be Real TV, fool.
That's what I was saying.
That's what I'm saying. I heard what you saying.
Word? Because I heard what you was saying.
I heard what you were saying.
Man, we both were hearing what we was saying.
I heard that.
Crazy.
Salute to Soliel Moon Frye for coming
Man,
through.
she's so cool.
She's been my homegirl for such a long time, and I appreciate the fact that she came down here and sat in with us. That was G shit right there.
Yes, absolutely.
And we're sorry for the delay. Look, you want to win a PS5? Who wants to win a PS5?
I do.
I think you do. Our newest sponsor, CBD Lion, is holding a giveaway for a PS5 through the end of the month. On every order, $10 gets you one entry into the contest.
That's wow.
A $50 order equals 5 entries, and so on. They're a great alternative when THC is not an option and you still need the help of cannabis.
True.
We were introduced to them by friends, so we know their products are legit.
So true.
They have something for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Tinctures, lotions, sports tape, hemp, flour, edibles.
What?
Everything is third-party lab tested with results easily viewable online, C-. If you are not into CBDs and only like THC, then turn on your grandparents, parents, siblings
Yeah.
to these products because it's a great alternative to the pharmaceuticals. No one wants those.
Nah.
With CBD Lion, not only do you get a chance to win a PS5, you get 20% off on your order as a benefit of being a listener of the Insane Asylum.
Word.
You got that? All you need to go do,
So-
all you need to do is go to cbdlion.com. CBDlion as in the animal.com. Enter coupon code Be Real. All yeah. It's all fucking it's all good. And again, every $10 on your order gets you an entry to win a PS5. No purchase necessary to enter. See contest rules for details. Boom. CBD Lion. This show is brought to you by. All right, so let's get into submissions because we are way behind right now.
What do you mean?
I told them.com.
We're not really behind.
Nah,
We're just, you
hey,
know,
she's so cool, man. And
way
so
cool.
rad.
Oh, she's coming back here.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
I told them to.
Yeah,
there.
for sure.
Fucking there.
We got a few submissions right here.
Let's go, bro.
Say word.
I dare
MTV turns 40 this year. Thanks for 14 years of music.
If that ain't the truth.
That is hilarious because that is the truth.
Oh, Soleil would have dug that one.
Damn.
She would have totally dug that.
And then
No wonder
Victoria
you love MTV, dude.
Victoria Pastouche sent us the space book that she was talking about.
Oh, word?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The Elegant Universe. I'm down.
She's on chapter 3 too.
Oh, yeah.
She reads.
She be reading?
Oh, here's a Be Real and Cairo's game from yesterday.
Yeah. At halftime, I had to take a triple flip.
We have a rule.
They blur out Cairo,
Whoever's
yeah?
down at half does a triple.
We ain't starting out this week, man.
That's this. Oh, that's not this week.
You didn't do that.
I mean, I did them every time I was down.
No, you didn't.
I mean, we have footage.
I didn't see it.
It's all good. You can
Come
call
on,
it.
bring it. Let's
bring
go.
it.
Come
All
on.
right, all right. Let's just hit a quick
You think I'm
pause.
scared?
Nothing.
You think I'm scared?
I'm just saying. saying it's a tradition. All right, every time someone's down at halftime, between me and
I triple flip it every time,
sorry
Papa.
you did this.
Yeah.
I think I probably will be.
Because I'm probably going to lock in such a way that
believe me,
the
dude.
threes are just going
Catch
to,
your bet.
they're just going to come raining down.
And
out
that didn't
these
happen.
right here.
Let me just say off top, that all that shit talking right there did not happen. I was high, but I wasn't even that high, so I did not lock in.
Back around town.
Yeah, you gotta learn how to breathe, Papa. All right, I think we get the story. I mean, I took all three of them. I mean, you know that without a cough even.
What do you mean?
Because I'm like that. I'm that guy. All right,
Got another submission right here.
bust it.
Submission.
Oh, snap.
Yup.
What up?
What is she wearing, J's right there or ponies? Let's go back. Go back.
I got to get it up here quick.
Oh,
that's
hey,
what
don't
she
say
said.
that.
That's what she
I
said.
wasn't talking about Daytona. I was talking about Punky, man. Trying to see the shoes she was wearing there,
Oh, those are,
They look like J's, but they're ponies, right?
I know, they're Converse. Aren't
Are they Converse? Yeah.
They
might
have
be Converse.
the...
They don't have a star though.
Yep. That's when she was blowing way up. Paper.
They're cut. See
Pawn
how they're
paper,
cut? That's
yeah.
crazy.
Crazy cut. All right, next
When
one.
they ask Aton to roll.
Right.
Driver. Oh, yeah. I heard about this today.
Yo,
This
what?
motherfucker flew over the... Yeah, he jumped over the bridge real
What do
quick,
you
like...
mean?
What kind of car is that? Is that a RAV4? Shout out RAV4s.
As the... Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
He's got to get to work.
You got to get over that bridge,
Well, that's a
man.
Volvo.
He's going to be late.
Right.
Whoa,
Fucking
dude.
Volvo, dude.
And then
Would you jump a drawbridge?
I would.
Victoria Pursuit sent us, your birthday month is your smoke partner. And she said, be real, it's my smoke partner for June.
Word.
That's crazy.
Geminis. We in here.
You're like two people.
I'm two people.
And
You
then
had-
Grizz420 sent us this UFO.
Oh, word.
I was there.
Let's check it.
There was a meteor shower.
Sounds like it's...
Oh, right there. See that?
Elon Musk. They always gotta put that scary ass song in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking bitch ass scary ass song.
Is that the noise that shit was making as it was
No.
passing by, or they added that?
They added that on the TikTok, I think.
Wait, what's going on?
I was gonna say, what are they meditating? Fuck.
Are you kidding me?
Oh.
That's like a That's more than a comment. Wait, what is that?
I
What
love
is
this
that?
show. All right, next
What's
one.
that?
And that seems to be it for submissions.
Well, all right.
Why is the TV blurring out like
Right
that?
on time.
You know, it's
What?
not the old man.
It's the old.
What?
How do you know it's not the old man?
You don't
Because,
know
dude,
that?
you would have got tired of it. You know how much energy it requires for them to manifest something?
You don't know his energy level,
I
bro.
don't know what.
He's over 9,000?
Hmm?
He's over 9,000 or what?
I don't know.
Then?
I don't know it either, though.
Still,
Do you
bro.
know?
I would imagine, bro. He,
You would think he's over 9,000 volts?
Who?
Not,
The old man?
yeah.
He's 420,000 volts. All right.
Yeah.
I heard the doorbell. Did you? Oh, there it goes again.
He doesn't like you, Chris.
Look, we're about to open up the doors to the Insane Asylum, which is our chat room, my live chat. If you got something to say, you want to make a comment, send a shout out, ask a question to the squad. Now is your time via Super Chat. We call it the 5150s because they crazy. All right. As the doors open. Colton.
Let's do this. We got Buddha Smoker 432. He's saying, "What's the best way to ask for a pic or autograph if any fan were to approach any of y'all?"
Just ask.
Yeah.
Politely.
Hey, can I get a photo?
Yeah.
Can I get an autograph? Can I get a hello?
Imagine just come up, dude, I hate Carl too.
Nah, man.
Nah,
I mean,
man.
listen, it's all in the approach. You know,
Yes.
some people approach, respectfully and
Yes.
to ask simply, like that. Some people that come with a, hey, listen, I hate to. Don't do that.
No, don't do that.
Don't start off with that.
Nah, just ask, hey, would you mind if I got a quick pick with you? Absolutely. If it's a quick pick, 100%, let's do it.
Very simple, respectfully. Don't start off with, hey, look, I hate to be
that
yeah.
person.
No, don't start off with that because immediately, yeah, it creates this weird thing.
Yeah. It does.
So just, just say, hey, you
Be
think
direct.
it'd be cool if...
Yes, you think it'd be cool if I got a quick flick with you?
Right.
You sign my whatever. Like,
yeah.
That's the coolest way you
Be
can
like,
do it.
you know what? I think that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Respectful in approach and more than 99%.
Respectfully.
I told him.
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
All due respect.
I'm saying, though.
Now, is the autograph kind of out the window, or is it more of the selfies nowadays?
It's both. No, the autograph will never go away.
Yeah, that's true.
Someone will always want one. I'm not saying from me. I'm saying in general.
Right.
To me, I took that as a general question.
Yep.
Okay.
No. I think, some people will always want the autograph. Well, not always. Some people will want the autograph.
Is there anybody you would want an autograph from?
Me?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Dude, celebrities don't do that.
Talk
dude.
about me?
Yeah, well, I'm just saying a fan sports, because I know I know you like sports stuff
Here's
too.
the thing about me, unfortunately.
Like Muhammad Ali.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Maybe
Jesus
Bruce
Christ,
Lee,
dude.
Muhammad
There
Ali,
you go.
one of the
That's
Lees, I don't know.
Yeah, someone like of that stature, of course. You know what I mean? Like a selfie real quick, like, come on, man.
Nah, I think I got only a few objects that are, with a signature, someone's signature on. Chuck D gave me a book. He autographed it for me.
That's dope.
And I got a few others like that. And I got Tony Hawk's autogram.
Dude.
That's what they call it in Europe.
Autogram?
Can I have please your autogram? And they're trying to say autograph.
Right.
But can I have your autogram?
I was there.
Yeah. All right, next one.
Buddha Smoker's also saying 360 people and only 60 thumbs up. Boof.
Wow.
That must have been way early on
Wow.
because it's not like that right now. But, he's not wrong because there's 546 if I'm not wearing my glasses. But it's
For real?
546
The audacity.
likes, and I know there's more than that in the room. Y'all could easily click that thumbs up right now if you wanted to redeem yourself and not feel like, damn, I was up in here and I did not show the love. I would like it if you liked it.
Straight up.
No,
I'm saying.
Then you stop playing it.
No.
We got T. Perez. He's saying El Pinche Evan Helsing showing up today.
Yeah.
Pinche
Van
Evan.
Helzone.
What?
El Pinche Van Helzone.
Oh yeah. Haha.
I think you need a wig to pull the Van Helsing
No,
thing
I don't
off.
want to. I'm happy wearing my hat.
Oh,
I don't
no.
wanna-
I was not saying that you want to do this. I'm saying if you really wanted to rock the Van Helsing, you go get yourself a little long-haired black wig and, front.
Here's a little fun fact for all those people. I never watched that fucking movie.
Good.
Neither did I.
It's a waste of fucking time.
Because I knew, very much like Ray, that it was going to be probably trash. The only good thing about it was the ride at Universal Studios Hollywood.
Wow, so direct.
And he's speaking very matter-of-factly.
Clearly.
Awesome.
All right, let's go.
We got Brian Field sending us the super sticker.
All right.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking A, bro.
I like that. You're number one.
Number one.
We
Yeah.
got Darian Taylor. He's saying one love, no booth, great show. And he's asking a question, but it was for Soleil.
Answer
Okay,
it,
what
Colton.
was it?
And the question was, how does it feel to help create such an iconic character, Punky, and still being able to play her for this new generation?
That would have been a great
That'd been
question.
a great question.
That would have been a great question.
Why didn't you speak up, Colton? You wait till now, dude? Swear, dude.
God damn, dude.
And then Victor Murphy also had a question for her that said, "What can you remember when they brought you the Just Say No episode script? Thanks for the memories. Always watched."
That'd have been cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, Colton.
I don't think she was with it, but she had to because realistically, you're under contract.
Mrs. Reagan walking in there, just say no. She ruined all those cartoons,
I
bro.
mean, because she partied, you know, like she didn't go crazy, but like any teenager, she partied. I mean, come on.
Did you say just say no, dude?
Did I just say no?
Yeah.
I never said no. No.
I mean,
no.
Egg Toppy would have been a great spokesman. No, please.
No.
Please.
Please.
No.
No.
Please.
Yeah, no.
And sober Egg.
I mean, you know, hey, look, that say no was all over the place. I
Yeah.
mean, we got banned from Arsenio Hall's show when we went on with the Beastie Boys
No shit.
because I pulled a joint out of my afro. I didn't light it,
You just pulled it out.
but I pulled it out to show it, and that was enough. They got,
Look here, buddy.
you know, a lot of calls from Mothers Against Drunk Driving and Dare and all that. Like, how dare you have these guys on and blah blah blah.
You know, all those people that have the time to complain.
That was back then though. Like they're relaxed on cannabis now, but back then, not so much.
Yeah, I mean, cannabis was looked at as like one of the most major drugs ever.
Like it was the gateway to
Yeah.
the major drugs, and
That
that
shit.
was the biggest lie ever.
Dude, you know what's crazy is that like one time I was in overseas in Europe and I was, you meet a bunch of young kids at rock shows and stuff, and so I started asking like, "Hey, when was the first time you smoked a joint?"
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, probably like when I turned 20." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." We did coke at like 18 though. Like, huh?
Whoa. Yeah.
Like that because over
Some
here,
mid-ass kids.
well, because it was available to them earlier
yeah.
than weed.
Than when you guys got it down.
Yeah.
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 Mhm. I know.
So it was a trip to talk to people like because for some people that could be the farthest thing from the truth is that weed is the gateway because they were on other shit before they even got to weed.
True that. Ain't lying.
So they can't be fronting on weed like that no more.
Don't be fronting, man.
Just saying, PSA, dog.
Yeah. All right, next one.
We got Child of Yah. He's saying, who's better, Ja or Zion for basketball?
Ja or Zion?
Ja or
that's
Zion.
that's fucking tough because they're both really good. I think there's more hype on Zion because he's just such a dominant player.
Just go look at the trading cards, bro.
I'm gonna go with Zion.
See who's more expensive, bro. Go to eBay. Go to all the expensive cards.
That's not what it's based
That's
off.
really what
though.
it comes down to.
No,
when
it's not. That's not what they're talking about. They're
So
not
who's
talking about.
better?
They're not talking about cards, dog.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that's really how if you really need a ballpark fucking idea, go see whose card sells higher.
Right.
That'll let you know who's worth it.
He's talking about a man sport.
Yeah.
This is a man sport.
You calm down, Colton. Next question, dude.
Yeah, if you want to go get a card
about
analyzed,
John Moran and Zion
then you go
Williamson,
by
right?
that. But realistically, on the court skills, they're both damn good.
Yeah.
But I think people took more stock in Zion.
Off top,
So
you have stock in Zion.
everybody got stock in Zion, man. They got mad love for that kid, Mike.
I told him.
Future of the NBA, possibly. All right, next one.
We got Hayes the Northside Mexican. Shout out to you gents and beautiful ladies. Stay positive, smoke good bud, and have a great day. No booth.
Not bad idea.
That's a great thing.
Yeah, not
Try
a
to
bad
tell
idea.
him.
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah, he leveled up. He's leveling up.
And we got Esmo up in here. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Thank-
what was that?
Go ahead.
Child of Yah. He's saying love is the only thing that can overpower your fear. If your loved one is at risk of dying, you will risk your life to save someone you love. Love over fear.
Right on.
Yes.
I was telling you that, Chris.
Dude, I know. I was there.
That's the philosophy, man.
I showed you the Bible.
I don't know where that came from, but okay.
Your holy book.
Do you, Papa? All right, next one.
We got Wilfred Cyrus. Before y'all started rocking your own clothing brands, were there any other throwback hip-hop clothing brands any of you liked back in the day?
Carl Klein.
Carl Klein.
What?
You mean Calvin Klein?
No,
Carl was his stepbrother.
Carl Kanai.
Yeah, Carl Kanai.
He said Carl Klein. That's
Carl Klein.
Calvin's stepbrother.
You know, he's rougher.
That's the knockoff version.
Yeah, Carl Klein.
That gecko clothing from Hawaii. Those on neon clothing.
Or you got Calvin Kanai.
Calvin Kanai. There you
Carl,
go.
That's the one.
Carl's cousin.
The other CK.
Yeah, the other CK. Oh man.
Calm down. Chris.
For me, nah, I don't. You know, I didn't. You know, tribal was tribal around back then? I don't think so.
Well, yeah,
I founded
don't
it.
know.
They came a little bit later.
Mhm.
Maybe con art.
Con art for sure.
Yeah, they had some cool shit.
Fresh Jive has some cool shit back.
But that's Jive. What is it? 555 Soul.
555. So what up, A Love?
Yeah. Do you remember that store?
Yep.
Ask for the cassette tape. Get a bag of
Oh.
Endo. I need a mixtape. Okay.
Word.
Boom. Hope you enjoyed this one.
Hell yeah.
That was awesome.
Damn, I never did that one.
You didn't?
Never? I mean, nah.
Oh man, you
Nah,
didn't
that-
know. Oh,
I
man.
didn't know.
I knew the peoples down there. Salute to them.
Damn,
They
so
know who
yeah,
they
I
are
mean,
back in the day.
I
It
would've
was
been tripped out.
and it was actually New York weed.
No way.
It wasn't even Cali weed. It was New York weed,
What?
and it was good.
How much would a cassette cost? Or mixtape?
Shit, I don't remember.
I need that $20 mixtape.
I need that $20 mixtape, yo.
Nah, you was paying $60 for this.
Ah,
mixtape.
this mix was fire.
It was a fire mix. It didn't have no $20 mixtape, man.
Nah,
that was
man.
punk shit.
Nah, you need that $60.
Need that $60 lick, dog. This is an hour and a half of classics.
$60 or don't holler.
Yeah, Colton.
All right, next one.
We got Karina. She's
What
saying
up?
much love to Soleil. Punky Brewster was the first TV character I could relate to. Now I'm realizing how much I could relate to you personally. Love it.
She would love to hear that.
That's cool, man.
And
Once
you know,
again.
when she comes back, she'll stay the full show, and she'll know.
Yeah.
Couldn't say that earlier, dude.
Colton.
We have I have dyslexia. He's saying, E-Zone, can you tell a funny joke, please?
I'm not a fucking, a coin start machine, bro.
Why not?
You gotta go to one of my shows, bro.
Why not?
And I have one coming up 7/10 in Denver, so
710, yeah,
I'll
we
post
do.
I'll post
He
details
said, I'm
on
not
that.
a coin start.
I'm not a
Yeah,
coin
bro,
star.
motherfucker, like that's not really how it works. Like, no soy un pinche payaso and shit, you know.
Damn, why you getting all fucking feelers about it,
Because
dog?
if you look at a lot of comedians, when they ask them that, like, oh, what's one of your pet peeves? What's one of the things you really hate the most? Dog. People like say, what do you think of? It's just like a circus act. You know what I mean?
I think you're going a little too serious on this one right here, Papa.
I just don't get it. Like it doesn't work like that.
Well,
You know.
That's cool.
Right? It's
Yeah.
cool. You
See,
just-
mine is start DJing right now.
Never.
I want to hear a song.
Fuck you. How
It's not
about
how
that?
DJs work. See, that's exactly how I feel.
He probably would have started DJing right now.
Yeah, but I forgot my needles. So.
Yeah.
See.
He's got an excuse over there. Point is moot.
Point
Next
is moot,
one.
sir.
Kevin Bennett is saying, Drunky Brewster.
Hey, watch yourself.
That's
She's just
horrible.
having a good time.
Hey, dude, ban that dude, bro. Where the fuck's Aton at? Ban him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eitan, where are you?
Time, come on.
Come on,
Birthday's
dude.
over a while ago. Come on.
All right, next one.
Quinceañera was yesterday, bro.
Next, we have New York Spidey. He's saying, I'm feeling a lot of energy, a lot of chill energy from this episode. A lot of love as well.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
it's all we tell you all the time. Love is key,
It's true.
right?
Absolutely, 100%.
100%.
Love.
100%.
100%.
All right.
1,000,000%.
Sneaky Sun 047.
Cosign.
Sneaky Sun 047. He said he came in late. Was that Punky Brewster? How fucking cool is that?
It was fucking
So
way
fucking
cool.
cool.
We were almost there. We had a
I know.
variation of cool there.
Yes, we did.
Yes, it was very cool that she came down and sat in with us. She'll be back.
Yes, she's cool. I want to play some tunes around because I know she's ahead. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
for
Like,
sure.
Like I want
Oh,
to play
man,
some
your
shit. She'll be like,
set-
ow!
Your set would blow her mind for sure.
Yeah, I got to do that.
I told her, dude.
I was there.
That's fine.
We got Weedy Bungala's show. He's saying shout out from Copenhagen. Blaze it up.
Hell yeah,
Fuck yeah, I'm
Copenhagen,
doing that.
Canada.
Right on. They blaze in Copenhagen,
Yeah,
that
they
is
do.
for sure.
They say Copenhagen.
You know what? You know, the first time I was there, and someone smoked us out. We didn't bother. You know, Bobo and I didn't bother to even look what was in the bowl. We saw a bong. We figured weed. Dude,
Right.
it was hash with tobacco on top because that's the way they were smoking their bowls of hash.
Mm-hmm.
And man, it was one of the worst spin outs I ever had in my head. Because you know, you smoke a cigarette for the first time or any type of tobacco, and you're gonna catch that spin,
Oh, I remember it.
right? And I don't like spinning.
Nah.
And that spin hit me, and the hash, and the taste of the tobacco. Oh my god, bro! It was an eruption.
Dude, the first time I caught spins was from doing like tequila and whiskey.
No, that's
And-
different spins.
Yeah, but those spins are the same.
Those are worse. Those are
so
worse.
bad.
The tobacco spins ain't so bad. The fucking alcohol spins, nah, man.
Ooh. Yeah, that's where you like
Yeah,
help.
no, there is no help. You just gotta wait for
You
the
just
ride to be over.
Yeah, that ride ain't gonna be over.
It's
for a
just
minute.
like, you know, you don't want to fight it. Just go with it.
Help.
Spin out, baby. Do donuts. She left donuts downstairs for us, as a matter of fact. All right, next one.
We got Darian Taylor. He's asking, song of the day. His is Sugar Free, Jailing.
Oh shit.
Okay. Go on, C minus.
Jerry Rafferty, Baker Street.
Whoa, you went way to the fucking
That was the last song
To
I
a
played in my mix.
crazy different lane.
Yeah.
How about you, man?
I was listening to All Shook Up by Elvis Presley.
Oh,
yeah, look
right
at
on.
you.
Look at you.
Getting all cultured.
How about you, Colton?
I would have to say Scientifical Madness, J. Rue the Damager.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Look at Colton over there.
Look
being
at
all,
that. Hold up. That's
Being all 100 over there.
Oh, yeah. His album, The Wrath of the Math, that's probably one of my favorite hip-hop albums.
Fuck yeah, this
Yep.
dude.
He belongs there.
Yeah, we love you,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, he belongs there. I don't know what.
That touched my heart.
Song of the day. Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. There you go.
Bringing it way back.
Go listen.
Yeah.
I'm going way retro. Let's
Take
go.
me back Thursday.
Took you way the fuck back.
Take me to time pre-electricity.
Take you to the
Free-
fucking 10th retro. All right.
Pre-Black Plague.
We got Karina. Little advice here. She's saying y'all need to screen super chats when you have a guest in case we have a comment or questions before they leave. I'll be
What
back.
have I been saying, Colton?
You know what? That's not a bad idea. We'll do that.
Well,
Didn't I tell him, dude? I fucking told him, dude.
I know. I was there.
All right,
And
Doc.
Karina said she'll be back with more tips.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Orale.
That's a good reason to put I told him on this one.
I was there.
You did.
You just did.
I heard it.
I was there.
We have Will J. He's saying the space-time continuum is speeding up from Earth's decreasing mass and repeated media is used to compensate and assist in the human output capacity.
I like your style, dude.
Somebody gave Will Adderall.
No, he was commenting on some of the stuff she was talking about.
Yes, absolutely.
Right on.
Utah Hawk is saying, got my Be Real TV crew shirt ordered today. Fire E-Zone.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I
Hell
told you
yeah.
I'll bring it back for 420.
Fuck yeah.
We got Buddha Smoker 432. What's y'all craziest 420 times?
I'm gonna say when we hit that fucking 5-pound RPG or bazooka blunt, that had to
Yeah.
be it.
Nothing tops that.
Nothing tops that.
Bring it.
I don't remember.
You weren't there?
What?
Exactly.
Yeah. Can't remember. Are we talking about 420?
420.
Like memorable 420?
Yes, biggest 420 moment.
Come on, dude.
I don't know.
You got to mix after this. You know this.
What's your biggest joint?
Oh yeah. Well, I wasn't at I think that one before. Sure.
All right. Next.
Next, we have Chiefing Chef. He's saying, just want to thank Be Real for signing my funky field tip hat at the Mount Cushmore tour when they came to Concord, California.
Well, thank you very much. And, hey. Salute to you. We're high over here. I'm sorry, man. We're just on a whole other plane today. Yeah, man. Salute to you, man. They got good weed up in Concord. Please believe that.
Cisco2269 is asking E-Zone, do you still hold the title for the best joint?
Hell yeah.
No.
I'm the only one to be
No.
real.
9.
I don't think so.
Yep.
I
Next
think
question.
so.
And I Have Dyslexia is also asking E-Zone, what's your move to seal the deal in bed?
Oh, boy.
There's no fucking move, bro.
But
You
he
just
says
gotta
there's
know when
no
the time is right.
move.
I mean, if you don't have that instinct, bro, you got no reason to be hunting in the safari, bro. Straight up. You know what I mean? If you don't got no fucking, Steve Irwin instincts, bro, stay your ass in the kitty pen, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Talk about what's your sign, bro. Like, what's your sign? Yeah, no, bro. But you gotta know the instinct, bro. Be a man. Next question.
Two-fist or not?
We don't have another question, but we have a video from Dr. Greenthumb Silmar.
Oh, word.
Yeah, we'll play it right here.
Hey you guys, we're super excited to be hosting our 420 Smokeout Special. We're going to be having 25% off all day. What it comes with is the first 10 patients to come on in get a VIP exclusive goodie bag, which does come with a bunch of stuff from different brands. We got the Rome going on. We got some edibles. We got a free eighth up in here. Cartridges as well. We got some. We open up at 6 a.m., close at 10 p.m. We're gonna do 25% off all day. The first 10 people are gonna get the exclusive goodie bag. We're gonna do the meet and greets with our 3 famous celebrities. We're gonna have vendors in here like Amaze Bowls, Koji BBQ, and The Habit providing food and snacks for you guys. We are gonna have our vendors such as Stizzy, DNA Genetics. We're gonna have Big Pete's, Cali Blaze, 710 Labs, G-Pen, Habit, and Deep Sea Moonrock. We're going to have all-day promotions as well. You can spin the wheel. We're going to have live music by DJ Vic, DJ Spinnergy, and DJ Manny as well.
Whoa. Right on.
And then this is also what's going to be in the goodie bag.
Look at that.
All good choices.
Hey, Pedro, let me pull up with you, bro.
All good things.
Those look like amazing things.
All good things.
Yep.
Yes, man. Good things. All right, next one.
And then also it's going to have the G-Pen takeover as well.
Oh, yes.
This is the one in downtown LA?
Yep.
Oh, in downtown LA. Yeah.
On the 18th.
Yes, that's 2011 Pasadena Ave. And we're going to be doing the Stunden G-Pen takeover.
Look at that free food, though.
4 Vibes collector's box left only at $250. Make sure you check us out. If you want to take a look at those collector's boxes we have available. All right, next one.
And that seems to be it for now.
Well, all right. We'll be getting in the mix soon. B_Real TV on Twitch. Make sure you join us there.
Yeah.
And E-Zone, shout outs.
Shout out to everybody who's getting that B-Roll TV Crew Simpson design off the website. It's one of the designs that I dropped for the upcoming 420 release. There's a couple other hats coming out, so make sure you guys check that out. FlavorsByEzone.com, HighAndHungry.shop. Also, make sure you guys check out Heavy Handed LA episode in High and Hungry on the YouTube B-Real TV channel. So make sure you guys check that up. That's Heavy Handed LA and High and Hungry. It's out there. It's doing great. Salute to everybody that that watches it. I walked into the UPS store. The motherfucker in there was like, yo, man, I want to eat some of those burgers. I was like, bro, you watch this shit?
I need those burgers, yo.
Those burgers are great.
Yeah, so people watch that episode. They like it a lot. Also, make sure you guys tune in later, 7 to 9, for another episode of the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast. We will have a special guest, Martin Moreno. He's going to be going on tour with Gabriel Iglesias soon. And it's been a while. That's one of his best friends. But it's crazy. If you've been watching stand-up or any of those two stand-ups, you don't know what I'm talking about. If not, tune in and find out. He's no stranger. 7 to 9, We Don't Smoke the Same podcast.
Colton.
We actually have a couple more super chats right here.
Bust them out.
We have Germ-ism. He's saying, damn, E-Zone, humble thyself with your dark wing duck hat.
Wow.
Who was? Not just playing.
And we have a Texas Mickey Maltive cocktail. He's saying, I think sugar is the gateway drug. I quit sugar, and now whenever I have some, it's like crack. I can't believe they give that shit to kids.
They
Love
do.
from California.
Yep. Got to be careful with that sugar intake, baby.
I'm saying.
Get a hold. All right, next.
And Envy619 is saying, E-Zone looks like a Mexican godfather, but can he wrestle?
Oh, boy.
Nice. A Mexican Godfather, like for what, a quinceañera or what?
But can you wrestle?
Nah.
He said, nah. Nah. All right.
And that seems to be it.
All right, Colton, shout-outs.
Just follow me on Twitter at Colton Hagen, KoltenHagen, C-.
What up, everyone? Thank you for joining me in the morning over on Twitch. Tomorrow morning, I'm doing all Earth, Wind, and Fire from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. So we're going to party. It's going to be feel good on a Friday. We're also going to have a happy hour on this lavender sweater, this fresh lavender sweater that's only available till Saturday the 17th. After that, it's gone forever. So DJC-.com. So from 9 to 11 tomorrow a.m., 33% off this sweater over on the site. And dropping a new mix, the Primo versus RZA. Takes 1 and 2, I believe. And yeah, tomorrow morning, Earth, Wind, and Fire. So I'll see you over there. C-Fan4 at Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, and the Discord that they post. Thank you.
Word up. This show's been brought to you by CBD Lion. Go to cbdlion.com for a chance to win that PS5. And get yourself hooked up with some good CBDs, all right? Make sure you check out those Dr. Greenthumb dispensaries. Obviously, we got some events popping off coming as we come close to 420. We got a bunch of great brands coming into the shop. So make sure you stay up on game, all right? And make sure you check those insane flavor bags while you're there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The Mac 11, ice cream, cake, Insane OG, Christmas lights, honeymoon.
Yeah.
And, make sure you check out those Greenthumb G-Pen collaborations. If they're sold out at the shops, you can find them at gpen.com. That's the Roam, the Dash, the Connect. And the Stundenglas.
Oh, yeah.
Word. Want to thank you for your time, energy, love, and support. As always, we do this with you and for you. Tomorrow, we'll be giving away some shit because today we just weren't going to even pay attention to that. We want to thank my good friend Soleil for coming in here.
Yep.
As you heard, she will be coming back. So we look forward to that. And, stay with love. Love is the key. No booth movements, no booth people, no booth weed. All right. Stay smoking that top shelf. Treat yourself right. And check us out in the mix. Peace.